Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
So sorry. So sorry, I'm late.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me something about yourself.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Sachit Sahu, and I am from Chhattisgarh.
Okay.
And currently I am doing a government job.
Okay.
I am serving as a chief municipal officer in the Department of Urban Administration and Development,
Okay.
government with government of Chhattisgarh. So
Mhm.
that's all about me.
So what is your problem in spoken English?
Actually, madam, I have completed my whole education in Hindi medium, and I belongs to a small village. Usually, we uh, talk in our local dialect, Chhattisgarhi. So, the major issue is environment.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, in my surrounding, there is no environment for English speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So this is major problem. And second is some grammatical concept is not clear, like sentence framing in any situation, yeah, like that.
Okay.
And
So
vocabulary also. Yeah.
yes. So see, as far as basic spoken English is concerned, you know, see those students who are from the native. Their native language is Hindi or any other language that they speak, it becomes difficult for them to express in English language because the foundation is not there and even the environment is not there. So it is a very natural that your growth in the language is not really good. But it is not something which is difficult because if you focus on certain areas which will improve your language in a focused manner. So the three main areas where you need to focus is the first is grammar, second is vocabulary, and third is your exposure to the language. Now what happens in your immediate environment, because you are not speaking, you are not listening, you are not surrounded with people who are speaking in the language, or even if it is not speaking, like basically like some audio video visuals or some kind of a regular exposure to the language is not happening. So then what happens, the development in the language is not complete. So I have devised one method through which you can improve in the language in all the three areas. So the first is you have to focus on your grammar. So in your grammar, you need to go to interactive English grammar websites. These are on Google, and you go and
Okay.
strengthen your verbs and tenses. So there is this website called Learn English Grammar by British Council. So
Okay.
interactive
Which
websites,
website, ma'am?
Learn
Which
English
website?
Grammar, Learn English Grammar.
Learning.
This
Okay.
is called Learn English Grammar by British Council, and it has an app also.
Okay.
So interactive websites are very, very useful for learning English, especially the concept of verbs and tenses only you have to work on, because all that we speak has verbs or tenses. So if your these
Yes.
two concepts are strong, then you will be able to speak correct sentences, and then your confidence level will improve. Okay. So the basic foundation is correct sentence formation. And these grammar websites are very easy to understand. The concepts are explained very nicely. And also the exercises give you confidence because when you're doing exercises, so then you can fill in the answers and then they will give you a score. So you will understand,
Yes.
okay, here is where I stand and here is where my understanding is. So go gradually and little by little you learn. Because see, the language that you're speaking, your Hindi or Chhattisgarhi, you did not learn it in one day, is it? You did not, right?
Yes. Yes.
So if you have learned your own language gradually, in the same way, English also you will learn gradually. So let your mind absorb the concepts little by little, and then be sure to understand everything, whatever that you're learning. So after that, when you finish your grammar understanding of the language, then you go to your vocabulary building. So vocabulary building, the only way such it is to read. And reading, I'm not telling you to read books or magazines or newspapers. No, I'm just telling you
Okay.
to do simple reading of content which you enjoy reading. Like you might be liking to read stories or news articles or anything. See, basically reading is one activity that is, if you enjoy doing it, only then you will read it properly, right? It's simple logic, right? If you enjoy reading a story, you will read it properly. So active reading is something which I encourage to read the story in a way that every word, every sentence that you're coming across, you're understanding it. And if you come across difficult words, write them down in a diary and make sentences. So the problem is that when we learn new words, our mind makes an effort to understand them, yes. But after 10-15 days, you will forget them. This particular issue can be solved by using those words on a daily basis. So if supposing you learn delicious, aroma, ridiculous, fabulous, marvelous, so use these words in your daily language. Like fabulous. Oh my God, you're wearing a fabulous dress. So that's a marvelous picture on the wall. So when you speak the words that you learn in your daily usage, gradually you will start using those words on a daily basis. And the story or whatever you read, such a try to reproduce it in your own words. And at that time, record yourself. So when you record yourself and you listen to yourself speaking English, then your confidence improves. Okay. So you will
Yes. Yes.
yourself understand that, oh, my English, my pronunciation is not good, my grammar is not good, my, I should be speaking that better. So focus on, my main focus of all these activities is building your confidence. The first
Yes.
part is foundation. That is, if your grammar concepts are strong, then your sentence formation is strong, then your confidence becomes good. That, yes, my sentences are correct and I'm speaking correctly. Vocabulary, that is, we on a normal basis, we are not exposed to the language. So words won't come automatically. We have to put them in our mind and we have to store them in our memory bank. So the only way is reading. Okay. So from reading small, simple content which is interesting, gradually go to books, magazines, newspapers. Because smaller steps will make it easier and make it more interesting for you to take higher steps also. Okay. And then
Yes.
listening
Definitely.
skills. Yeah. And listening skills can be improved only by listening to content which is interesting. Now, I'm not telling you to watch Netflix movies or web series or all those movies which are there. See, the problem is that that level of English is higher level English, where if you can understand, well and good. If you cannot understand, then you need to understand it in a way which is interesting and fun for you.
Yes.
Okay, so YouTube is the only place where you can type in any kind of content. Any
Yes.
content which is which is of your interest, maybe a hobby, maybe maybe something about traveling, hobby, cooking, anything. Just
Okay.
think about what you enjoy listening to. You will be able to, whatever you listen, that interest. If it is interesting, if it is of your liking, then you will enjoy listening to it. And whatever you listen, you will grasp it. So
Okay.
supposing I tell you a story just now, and you listen to that story, and you love listening to that story.
Yeah.
After some time, I'll say, okay, Sachit, now can you reproduce that story? So because you really enjoyed listening to it, so you'll tell me the whole story, just like the story is recorded in your mind. So that's why
Yes.
interest part is extremely important, whether it is reading or whether it is listening. And listening, I'm telling you, like in a day, give 1 hour to your English strengthening process. So this 1 hour, give 15 minutes to grammar, 15 minutes to your vocabulary, and 30 minutes to listening. Because
Yeah.
how do we compensate to that thing that there are no people speaking English around us? So we need to be self-reliant, and only the phone can be used for this particular process of learning. So this home thing which I'm giving you, this self practice thing which I'm giving you, this is for your thing, that you do it on your end for a little bit of effort. But the rest of the thing I do, that is involving you in conversations, then mock conversations, mock interviews, or
Mhm.
such kind of activities where you are involved in discussions with me. It can be one-to-one dialogue, it can be telephonic conversations, it can be discussions on a
Yes.
topic, and vocabulary building activities where some text will be given, and that text you will have to read it with me, and then you will reproduce it. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So I'll just your class is for 25 minutes or 15 minutes?
No, 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just one or two questions I want to ask so that I can understand where is your level. So what is your dream, Sachit? What is your dream?
Oh, yeah. So now, like I am doing a government job. And apart from my job, I want to learn languages like English, then Sanskrit, and I want to become a public speaker. Yeah.
Okay.
So I am trying to learn and try to gather knowledge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's nice.